Hello everybody. Today we have the second bounty games played by our EU team against Orange Fog, the infamous cat. So this team is led by Cairo, and we have Troll Master and Sir Pandolf in there, both a tank player. We'll see how these two tank play factor into the game against cat. I'll try to keep a tab on things, and here we go. Let the game commence. Cat starting with the East Bridge Aberration spawn, and we have Domo spawning Gas, Troll Master going for a slow tank, Balti, and push around on the east. Sir Pandolf, so both tank players are going for a slow tank opener. I'm not sure if it's quite a mistake by Pandolf or it was planned in their setup. It seemed to me kind of give up the door on the left-hand side, hoping the Domo can come in time. So upgrade tower was made. This is basically asking for the Marine have to push the sword. It limits the Marine mobility in this scenario, allowing Cat to take room. If there was no delay whatsoever, to the hand of Cat being able to help here, maybe it could have made a slight difference. So Cat was not able to take the contained side connecting room. Now with the Aberration coming in, going for a fast teleportation, the Alpha Gas in serious trouble. Domo here hasn't gotten a weapon. Carol's gas stall. Well, I think we just saw Domo actually got before. That was a mistake. Pyro kind of goes here. Pyro going for even rocket, and Pandolf still can mostly than not be able to hold this whatsoever. If Cat wants, she could take the tank room right now immediately afterward. With Troll Master spawning already, stealing the Eradicator to power. It's interesting play. Imagine if we can push the Erad to Alpha Gas in time, but that's not possible. In North, we see Sneaky going for the Wisdom Joy, preparing for a transition to the north side. So because both players have effective Aberration power in the field, this arrow was able to take another hit. That's another 50 gap to the zombie to start losing. Ken is making a push still on the contained side, with Balti using shotgun stopping a push on the contained other side. This room is most likely going to fail easily. Very little recurring defense, and both players here do not have the defense to defend. Pyro not spending the energy, I think it was likely due to the fact that his gas income was cut off, and kind of the similar story was not able to defend the counter this. This push on security is fine order, but if the Marine has no tools to stop it, Cat will get it. It seems like Cat with the future rocket will be enough to push the Aberration back, and not quite for the core. So another 2 Aber spawn. I think Cat is trying to spawn 2 more Aber to punish the Marines' side of equipment. That is severe lack of plasma. They haven't seen any plasma. Suppose Aberration taking north and towards the solo rocket player. So this rocket player will not be able to stop this. Should they have a super steam shotgun, that will be quite a different story. But then again, the zombie will not choose to send to Aberration. Pandolf will then no attachment tank just now. Well, actually, it's enough firepower to stop this Aberration from taking this one. Sneaky using rockets will also be enough to at least protect the outer FDC. Or not be coming in, that aberration is down, and the other aberration is turning down, running away. So one thing that will counter rockets and tank play a lot is to go for early abomination, as we see here. Neither tank nor rocket, if not super scale, can really stop this aberration push. They have a single super shotgun player with Bogby, and right now it seems that the Marines are simply doing fine. The abomination is moving towards the power side. Check the location of Bogby. Saw the abomination and is soon making his way towards power. Because Alpha Gas was killed, they made a very sensible decision of giving up Alpha in charge. The only downside of this is that the zombie player will be able to get more gas, we can run straight basically. With an aberration and abomination later on, they will be able to take the room quite fast. However, this allows the run time to push the T1F. It's making another Hunter trying to counter to regain the crit control. As I was saying, this gives the Marine the necessary time required to fortify more, as opposed to letting the zombie to snowball. Right now, it would be in the Marines' best interest trying to fortify the region right before containment. This room. Not so much on the lab itself. This gas room, you could give it up. Now you have two quite stable mining in power and in FDC, while the zombies takes time consuming the entire stock for gas income. Marine can either go for more building in terms of building up gas income or turn defense. As you see here, two masters doing a rather strong power defense here. That choke point is gonna take a lot to penetrate. If I was a zombie player, I probably would drop a Greater Knights behind the line as opposed to trying to push this over and over again. Now with the Hunter out and Overseer on the field, Cat is moving to the next phase of her plan. At this point, as we can see, there's not much defense besides Marine on the field, and the mules seems to be rather slow. And we have one fast mule from Serpendo and another two T2 mules. I think our rocket players are still on. A power out is being called by the Z player. At this time, the Marine has very limited vision, so it gives the zombie player a good opportunity. But not much really happening. Power out. As you see, this push aberration combination will be shut down. I believe will be shut down by this Troll Master's attack. This is a famous playstyle in lockdown power, only vulnerable to the Knights. Normal, holding, on inside, this room is very vulnerable to block attack, and these simply singing lines of zombies just really play to the style of their character. Dominating, No, I thought normal was the shutdown problem. Now it's up to that hunter might make a mistake. Either they have two rocket players and Cairo taking out harboring the content side for classification. We have two is the capture on the door, he was able to make a timely This abomination is taken down by taking out the entire stage offense of his captain. To recap, in this offense, Cat sent the split zombie to the contain side, but it was shut down by the rocket player Pyro. And this major push towards power was abandoned upon seeing that many have a turret and an ERAP. And then the abomination made a major push with counter and aberration to the FD side, still shut down by their Super Steam players and Tandem. By now, the number of players building up another offense with this new app. We see Hunter, Observer, and Aberration. The state player has to be really lucky in getting the lost time back. I will say at this point in time, with 15 minutes remaining, the Marine players are for the first time in this game was indeed a half of zombies. One thing to pay attention to is that the rockets, DPS and utility will start to deteriorate from this point onward. Not capable of handling large stream of force, as we'll see with some drop-offs. I do question a little bit Pyro's nuclear, maybe because of the gas situation and he's not using any of his energy. That could be a great waste of Marine's ability of gas and drop. The Super Steam player, the rockets are locking down energy of easily here. I think the Super Steam Dragon got infinitely lucky there. So Cat is known for counter play, but in this game, the Hunter has not accomplished so much. The major breakthrough of this game was mainly the Alpha Gas, but it was dependent on unfortunate mismicro. Now we see what I was talking about, the fact that rocket players will get some struggle as they approach the late game, trying to handle a large point zombie push, especially keeping the fast player attack, allow the zombie player to have more mobility with other alpha. Right now, the game is rather stalemate, in a stalemate situation, and Cat is desperately trying to make a breakthrough with this overseer. I think if we are able to kill this overseer, we will buy the Marine team and it will come in and come. So when a drone is near death, especially when you lose security, it is quite reasonable. It's not necessarily trying to side with the stack cost. But in this game, I think with the civilization that the Marine team has been able to achieve, they were able to provide a side. Now, let's take a tap on this push on power. You can see how those kind of turn. Arguably the most tanky games, except for Queen. It wasn't really able to do much, except gaining the necessary vision to drop a Greater Nidus. This Greater Nidus can, in theory, be very quickly eaten up. It can be a key tank if both tanks win in the vicinity. Looking for Serpentine, okay, both tanks win we have critical Lord. Critical. Force both tanks beyond the sea. And here another is wrong. No master. Almost master record. But this force unlock is so critical. They need to show this prolonged. 3 good items. No, I'm sorry, 3 nukes. So massive, ready to fortify this power defense. Yeah, I'm taking the 3 path to power. The handle, holding strong. So this can has to be 1 tap. And I think this is at the option. So if they had it up, it's going to be a grenade and flame. I do think you could in fact kill the whole. Anything feels that is immobile right now. Right here, to this room. Another door. So the Marine team this is really soft gonna get off. Hitting their specific shotgun, losing power is going to hurt them a lot. But even right now, I believe, in my opinion, right, the Marines is still ahead. They still have the entirety of the beta section locked. Is there a severe lack of defense in terms of turret? Maybe in the laser, but the FDC side seems to be fortified. Contain is also fortified. It's probably worthwhile to get heavy turret on the field when there's a bomb system, because the rocket will not do anything against that. It's really reliant on heavy turret. So if they were able to get several, I would say 3 or 4 heavy turret in there, the zombie player would have to make the main push, a heavy push on contain. I think the Cairo is a catapult rocket here. That is a great idea, but at a point we need to think about, is it enough? How much of a difference is it gonna make if I keep a Marine at a certain location, even though this Marine can TP? So I have to say the marginal difference in terms of time delay Cairo can make here will earn the time he could have been in other locations going forward. So we see one heavy turret and all of those smaller ships don't do anywhere. It's a shame saying those turrets get very hurt. Because I myself is a turret user. And it seems to me that this zombie horde was not hindered. In fact, we don't resolve in the ring game. This horde was being changed around the same time. So, at this particular moment, the Marines still have 2 hangar, right? Beta and Delta. So, if the hangar opens and they have entire beta, there is still a possibility of winning, right? But if they lose beta entirely, I'm talking about any of those connecting room, and if the timer kick off in minute full hangar, I would say the Marine just automatically lose against skilled zombie like that. So kind of knowing your route was even though the main condition obviously a lot can already skip the TP route, but can still taking his time, working on Delta first. Which is there's no preparation work whatsoever being done in beta side. The Marine is holding the entire beta with a reasonable amount of defense in the outer side of the region, but not anything in the hangar. You could rather use a slow side and expect to see that. Cairo against well, that's one thing about TP Rocket is how zombie players have realized. Big difference, but could really make no difference in that one. Like, the zombie player still take what he is own, and the Marine can be there to witness it, but not to delay it or to deny it. When the zombie is very skilled enough to know exactly how much to make this Marine useless. So back to our law, you see this creep drop onto the package. You could have built the secure tower and like not that it's going to be a power that's more solid. The solid jet has the core concept of the tank. Can quickly do that work. This grader will now make a difference. I think the cat is making a lot of mistake right now, having his sword made out, even though they're very nice. At least make a smart at his on the path. But it will be a problem. Now the birds are here, so gaps here are here. The shotgun player example of this real which, unfortunately, yet again, this Marine team rather gotta focus on game because this entire game they have been bullied by this escape mechanism. So that means the Marine team is playing too greedy. Sometimes you gotta get just play caution and not dice. Because the zombie can make the mistake. So wherever the Marine now you see there's no air defense and has pushed too aggressive too fast because the Marine team to adapt. Should they have a second tier of defense fight them more time to keep the air impact a little bit? Just a little more time for the tank to get power, to get their energy, to get challenge, to get movement. We gotta put out calculated. Doing such a rush that the air job is starting to come. So that's what I'm trying to get more of this story. Don't get too big. Sometimes you just gotta gauge and you get the second tier defense and set up. You buy time for your secondary line instead of all in on the first one and fighting to down. You see, every time cat is, I don't know, maybe taking time or not trying anymore. Because let's be honest, this game is not over. There's no way for it to power the hammer anymore. With very no different and all of energy and everybody kind of the tank is playing on too. That's the tank going for some damage skill. The tank is kind of like the gentleman range. It's just that is not even on par with the DPS of a rock. So that's the fact. That's for this game. I think that the Marine team had a great comeback in the middle of the game, but it was unfortunate that the tank was destroyed scenario and so kill. Then lost back into the game. So great game to carry